What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Vibes, presented by Vigilant Videography. I'm your host, Ethan Weiner, and today we have another guest with us. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hey, I'm the S.O.N. My real name is Benjamin Grolin, and yeah, I make music here in Albuquerque. I've been self-producing and recording for probably the past 5-6 years now. Yeah.
So you're local, right? So you're from here. So what kind of started you on your music journey?
Growing up, my dad was a preacher. He just retired, I believe last year or the year before. But,
nice.
So I would help out with the services, and I did the sound booth and did the slides and all that.
Was that hard? How old are you?
I started when I was probably 13, 14.
Nice.
There, because I went to middle school there. They taught us in 8th grade to help with. They had chapel and stuff.
Right.
So all of us, I got to use that.
So it was did it have one of the big soundboards, just with the mixer and stuff like that?
Yeah, the big mixer board.
Oh, that's dope. That's sick.
But it had some EQ knobs and stuff. So.
Oh, nice. Oh, so was that your first knowledge of it, kind of?
Yeah, of mixing and all that. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. So after that, what kind of made you? Was there a shift from that to music, or the music you make now?
Well, I also did band and. Music, I played in symphony growing up, and I kind of lost interest in that as I got into high school, but I just switched over to producing. I think because of YouTube, I would watch a bunch of Metro Boomin and stuff. Yeah, and I wanted to make beats.
Yeah, so. I know he was a big influence. Yeah, he was watching the shit back in the day. That'd be fire. That's fire.
And
so that kind of leads me into a little bit more. But so what are during that time, what are your biggest inspirations? Like Metro Boomin or people that kind of influenced you to change into that music scene?
I'd say at that time when I started, I was really into how Kanye produced and the chopped samples. And Teddy Walton, he produced a couple tracks for Kendrick.
Oh, okay. And I think I heard it that much.
The song "Love" with Zachary.
Yeah. Oh, he produced that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, that's dope. And I don't know, but that's dope.
The part where he's love me,
Yeah.
So that, he was just recording sample loops of Zachary.
Oh, shit.
And and then he put that in.
Oh, that's sick.
And then Kendrick just happened to listen to the beat and liked it.
Oh, so he made that before the song even was a thing.
Yeah, they didn't record together.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That's dope. That's wild. Okay. That's wild. I never heard of him. That's dope. What else? Who else?
I also really liked Frank Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
I still listen to him a lot. And Tyler, the Creator. Yeah. I like how he has his own sound completely. Every track he produces, you instantly know it's his.
Yeah. No, definitely. For sure. Yeah, no, definitely having that own sound is so important these days. A lot of people, I mean, you gotta steal from an artist, good artists steal from good artists, but having that, crafting that one sound is really important. Yeah. I agree with that. So tell me a little bit about kind of speaking of sound, do you have a genre? Do you not have a genre of music that you create?
So sometimes to be honest, I have a hard time figuring out, but from all the playlists and stuff, I kind of figured out indie, alternative hip hop. But I want to go more in the future, more acoustical. And I kind of want to split off and do both, acoustical strictly, and then an EDM, just really electronic style stuff.
That'd be dope. Mixing the two.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
Yeah, mixing or doing separate projects, little ones. Yeah,
yeah, that'd be dope. So so you said you were in a band. So what do you play? What do you like? I know you play a little guitar, but what's your whole all of the instruments?
So we haven't met in a while, the actual band, but usually when I do, it's the piano, and then I sing.
Oh, okay, dope. Okay,
but
and a little bit guitar.
Yeah, I do play guitar. Yeah, but usually not in the band type setting.
Okay. Oh, that's dope. Wait, so what band was it?
So it's the story of Neil. It kind of similar to the S.O.N. That's what it stands for.
Talk a little, because he has a little origin story. So talk a little about your origin story about that.
So it's a family name Neil. It's my dad's name. It was my grandpa's middle name and his dad's first name, and it kind of just switches back and forth. It's just a thing in our family. But I I like that name because like Story of Neil, I feel like it's the continuation of that, like my family story. Mm-hmm. And like, I don't know, I just bring that with me wherever I go.
Right. Yeah, that's dope. So that's how you got your name, the S.O.N, because like Story of Neil, and that's why it's like, that's dope. I know you told me that before, but I always think that's like a super cool like origin story. So a little bit with that too. So you have a logo, right? You have like a main logo, like an artist logo. So talk a little bit about that, and if there's any like meaning behind that at all.
To be honest, there's not like too much meaning into it. Mm-hmm. I was just I was painting with my friend Eamon. Like spray painting, and at that time we just went in tunnels, and so I painted like this lady with I think 4 colors, like she's holding a flower. I just wanted it to be simple, but now I like it because I feel like it looks like a little logo. And
no, it definitely does. Like that's like, it's super clean. And that's what I'm saying. It's like a whole, like your own style like coming to life. Like
Thank you.
Yeah, and so you do. So another talent of yours, you know, aside from music, is graffiti, right? Like graffiti art a little bit, stuff like that. So how'd you talk a little bit about how you got into that? Yeah.
So back in high school, I used to go after work with a couple of my friends, and we would just get like cheap paint from like Walmart. And back then it was like really stupid stuff too, but we'd like go in tunnels and like,
oh, you gotta start with some shit. Yeah, start with some shit.
So we'd just like come up with like little group names and stuff, and then like spray paint that all over. And then after I graduated high school and like did my first year of college, my friend Eamon, he like got really into it, and he started going and like doing actual like pieces inside the tunnels and like full on like murals. He's insane. Like I think he was commissioned to do like 4 walls of like a dispensary.
Dang,
it's crazy.
He does like the big street art and stuff.
Yeah, he's insane. Like way better than me.
Anything that I would know? Like anything I've seen around?
I don't know if you've seen like a flower pot. Sometimes there's little flower pots or little mushrooms.
I think so.
Not maybe. The one that's on the bridge over there, but like there's one, I think on Cole. And there's one onto the on-ramp onto, I think, I-25.
I feel like I've definitely seen like coming off to the exit. Like if you're going on to the exit, is it right there? I think I feel like I've seen that one.
Yeah, like
I definitely had to see that one. And it's like big, right?
Yeah, and it's like so really crazy because like they don't even get covered. Like the city likes them. Like
because it's like a piece of art. Yeah.
And like he started like this whole arroyo. I don't necessarily want to say where it's at because I don't.
No. You don't have to spill.
But he does these huge pieces he posts on his Instagram.
Yeah.
And
I think I've seen a couple. They're masterpieces. So it's like, it sounds also that graffiti art is becoming a big thing in the city, right?
Yeah.
So do you think that community is like growing a lot more? It's like it's becoming more accepted, or it's not? There's still a lot of like push and pull with that.
I think there's push and pull, but it's really cool because there's like certain spots where it's like covered. So I feel like it's thriving. It's just like you kind of, once you find the spots, you kind of see the same names and everything, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But I think the push and pull you were talking about, like, from what Eamon was telling me, a lot of people in the city who work on, like, picking which ones get covered, they were, like, ex-graffiti artists themselves. So they kind of get to pick which ones get saved
like
and all
respect
that.
For it. Yeah. That's good.
I think it's good. It's not just, like, some just like crappy like picture or something.
Right, yeah. No,
it's like actually, stuff that the city values.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That becoming like, valued art, like to help the city and just to show artists and stuff. And from what I know too, because I don't know a ton in the graffiti scene, but it's a pretty good community, right? It's a lot of people, because I feel like a lot of people like on the outside who don't know graffiti artists that much, or I mean, I didn't know that many before, but I've met a couple, and people think it's like, oh, like people are trying to like tag each other's stuff, or like it's really hostile, like trying to go over. And it's like, you go paint over people's stuff, right? But it's not like a bad environment, right? It's like it's like a friendly, like sharing art, right? Yeah, like some people, I don't know, take it to that, but I feel like for the most part, like it's a peaceful and like it's just people wanting to make art, and it does get covered, but I think there's just a respect to it. Like, if you just kind of like go over someone's art disrespecting it, it's like one thing. But if you just put like a brand new piece or something, there's like a life to every piece. So I feel like most of them wouldn't get offended. Yeah. No, that's dope. it's good to see that like good community, and like, you know, if you like run into an artist or see someone like tagged over, I feel like, oh my god, like they recently did that, like how old's the paint, or like how recently did they do that? It's a cool community that I haven't seen like a lot, and except for like in like big cities like New York and so do you think it has, because I know New York like commissions a lot of people to do like graffiti art and stuff like in the city. A lot of them do, a lot of them don't get commissioned, but do you think Albuquerque has like potential to get up to that level in graffiti?
I think so. There's from what my friend Barrett was telling me, he's also really good. You know Barrett.
Oh yeah.
He's a really talented artist, and he was telling me like a bunch of big artists have come down to New Mexico and Albuquerque, and there's like a couple places where their pieces are still there. I don't remember exactly who or anything. Yeah, but I feel like we definitely have like the talent and stuff to like be known like a lot of those artists.
Exactly. Yeah, no, definitely. Sorry, I was totally steered into this graffiti. I was like so innocent. I don't know that many like graffiti artists or like people are connected. And then once I got here and like got connected with you and some other people, and it's just like really like it's a pretty loving community of art. It's another totally different community that I was never a part of, but seeing that just like grow and also seeing it's like in the growing stages is super cool. But let's get back to music a little bit. So one thing I want to talk about, so you're starting to, like some future plans, but talk a little bit about, you had like a house show not too long ago, right? Yeah. So how'd that come together, and how to go like setting it up and everything?
So me and a bunch of my friends, it was actually Jordy and Barrett who started it, but they wanted to create an art collective. So we created NBC, and Jordy wanted to have some house shows. And so that was kind of like, he was the brains of the whole thing. But he wanted to have, I can't think on the top of my head, like what the theme was, but it was like Greek artists and all that. And he like got all these pillars and painted like a picture of like Caesar and all that. Yeah, no, the vibe there was like super cool, like it's kind of old and everything. Right? And he made like a stage and all that. And Barrett did the mixing, and Andre helped with the video. And then it's beyond just like our friend group though. I mean, everyone in it is our friends, but it's like all the artists in the city who want to join, like, it's open to collaborate. So our friends Max and Connor and like everyone who performed at the show. Right. And Saul, we all record, and we want to start pushing it through the NBC. So you want to keep it going kind of thing? Like it's a recurring thing. Yeah. And the house shows are just kind of like when we all come together and like, you know, show all the art we made and all that. Right. So it's not like just for performers, it's for like a whole collective. So it's like any artist who comes there and like do their thing, or like, you know, help set up the vibe or whatever. Yeah. That's super dope, because I'm not too sure. There's not too many people. There's a couple other people doing that, but there's not like a ton of that going on in Albuquerque. So that's a really good thing to see. And just like collaborating with other artists. And like people need like a really like safe space to just, you know, perform their art and show people what they have, and also like making their collective. So what's the name of the collective again? NBC. Okay. And so you want to keep that growing, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's dope. Yeah. No, I remember when you told me about that originally, I was like, dude, this is a good like idea. It's like this collective, and I feel like there's a lot of people. I wanna try to like kind of connect some people too, because there's a lot of people I think trying to do this like individually, like, oh, a little collective here, a little collective here. But I feel like if a lot of people like come more together, it can be like a lot of people can build a big collective for sure, because there's a lot of love in the city. I agree. There's a lot of talent and a lot of artists like doing their own thing, and a lot of different sounds and all that. For sure. It'd be cool if like everyone like kind of pushed it together like you were saying. Yeah, no, definitely. That'd be super beneficial to everyone. Yeah. So talk a little bit about, do you have any upcoming plans for the future or anything, like in terms of just any art? Yeah. So I just released an album this month. After that, I want to do a lot of singles. I have a bunch recorded, but I want to focus more on like the visual side of things. Yeah. Because that's where I'm lacking. I don't have like very many videos. Yeah. Or any of that. And I feel like especially nowadays, like that's what you need
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what we're working on right now.
Yeah, that's what we're working.
We got a little music video coming out soon. You know, so
I'm really excited about
it's in the tuck. It's in the tuck right now. But yeah, no, that'll be super awesome. And what are you doing on it too? Not just performing, but you're animating a little bit too.
Yeah.
Right. So there's gonna be a couple little animations in there. I'm super stoked to see how that comes apart, because that was like I did like little animations before in like After Effects and stuff, but I kind of do want to get into more like, you know, the frames of the video and just really like take time with your art style. And again, it's like combining art styles is super important. That's like the best thing in the world. So I'm super hyped for that. But so visuals, what else?
Visuals, I want to perform more, and I think just collaborate more, like with more producers and all that. Yeah, I do want to travel too. Like take more trips to LA, recorded in some of those studios, like Seattle. My friend Chris is based in Nashville now.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he's a really talented
What's going on
musician.
in Nashville? I've been hearing like some things about Nashville. Is there a lot happening there? Like
that's like one of the biggest music cities. Like it's biggest for country.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just got a really developed music scene.
Yeah, have you been there before or no?
I have not. No,
dude, I wanna go there so bad, because I've been hearing like a lot of just hype about it, and just like random stuff here and there. I was like, I gotta check it out sometime. Like we should get a group trip together and just go out there.
I'd be down.
Work and just grind out there. That'd be dope. That'd be super dope. But yeah, okay. And what's the album called that it's dropping? That you just dropped? Right?
It's called Ghost.
Yeah. Okay. So, and it's out now.
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone's got to check that out. So that'll be fun. It is pretty clean. You have some features on there, right?
I do. Yeah.
Who's featuring on there?
So my friend Connor that I mentioned earlier, he's Ildrip P, and then my friend Day. We recorded a song in my room back when I lived close to the university.
Oh, okay.
Over a year ago, I think like a year and a half ago. But I made like a beat one night, and then there was like a whole month period or probably like 2 weeks actually, where I was just recording like all day, every day. Anyone who would text me like and pull up, I'd record. So a lot of the songs
it's
like
tiring though.
There's
a lot of like.
That's why it only lasted 2 weeks.
Yeah. How'd you manage that a little bit? Like, was it stressful? Like people trying to just like come too much or like, you know, ask for too much or whatever? Or was it good?
I started to like kind of find a balance with it. I'd have but honestly, like it just kind of worked out. It'd be like one person would leave, and then like I'd get a text, and I feel like if I continued it on longer, I would have had to figure it out more. Yeah. But it just kind of like worked. Like it was crazy.
Like a little natural flow of it.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah.
And that's how I met JoJo and Andrew. Yeah. JXJX.
Yeah. Oh, so they just like pulled up to a studio session?
Yeah, shout out JoJo.
Yeah, shout out JoJo, yeah. JoJo's actually, he was hitting me up for, he was like, yo, bro, like, I gotta get on the interview, bro. Like, I was like, all right, so I'm gonna try to have him in a future episode, so that'll be dope. Yeah, no, that's super sick, yeah.
Like literally, it was crazy, because, like, we made Today, that song on my first album, but, like, I didn't even know either of them. Like, I met them and we made that, like, within the hour. Like, I got a text and he was like, can we pull up and record? And I thought we met at, like, a show or something. But, like, we never did. But, like, they pulled up and, like, they were, like, really cool. Yeah. And we just, like, ended up recording that.
That's super dope. Yeah, no. Yeah, the first time, that's, like, it's just, like, it makes it so much better when someone just has like a good vibe and you just meet and it's like, oh, like it feels like you need it. Like, it feels like, you know, it's like, oh, I didn't meet you, it was good. Like, you know, that's super dope. That's a good vibe. So one of my last questions. So what with all of your music and art or anything, is there anything that you try to push? I know it might not be that deep, but is there any like messages you try to push in your music or anything you want people to, when they listen to you, like leave with or think about, like, oh yeah, like after they either see your art or listen to your art in any form that it is?
I just want people to feel like their genuine selves when they listen to it. And like, I don't know, I feel like each song is just slightly different and like the emotion that it is and all that. I just want people to like feel it as truly as possible. And I mean, like have some sort of positive outlook. Like if they gain something from it, I don't need to necessarily like preach to them, but like if just like in a point in their life where they're going through something, if they can listen to it and it makes them feel better or get them through that, then like that's what it's all for, I feel like.
That's dope. That's a good message. I feel like a lot of people need to hear that now.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Awesome. Well, I mean, that's all the questions I have for today. So, I mean, thanks for pulling up, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me and everything.
It's been a pleasure. So yeah, guys. So I appreciate everyone. You know, we've and have another guest here. We're gonna have a bunch of episodes coming out. Feel free to stay tuned into them, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.